Hello and welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator. Hopefully you are having a wonderful day today. Here in northern Utah where I live, got about 10 inches of snow overnight. So yeah, that was very exciting to wake up to this morning and have to clear 10 inches of snow off of my wife's car. So you want to see what it looks like, I will post a picture of the snow-covered car on my, let's see, I'll post it on Twitter. So if you want to see it, hop over to Twitter and check that post out. Other than that, let's get into our email and see what we have going on for today. This first email says, "Hello, sorry to keep bothering you, but I need your help again. We had a man come into the library earlier today and sit down at a computer. You know the sort, long hair and all dressed in black, a troublemaker. Naturally, I was keeping an eye on him. I looked away for just a moment and then I heard a big smash. He kicked the computer over. Can you believe it? Rest assured he won't be stepping foot in this library again. Not that we'll be around for much longer. Received a letter this morning to say we'll be closed by the end of the month. So that's that then. Anyway, I shouldn't go on about it. Can't be helped. Can you take a look at the computer? I think that man broke something inside when he kicked it." Alright, so some rude person came into the library, kicked the computer, and broke something. So let's go ahead and accept that one. This next one has 12 days. Let's see. This one's got 4. Let's do these two here. This one says, "Hi, thanks for the new graphics card. I'm really excited about putting it through its paces, and I know I made the right choice. The only problem is I didn't realize how underpowered the rest of the machine is. I'm basically learning this stuff as I go. It looks like the biggest problem right now is my CPU. The guys over at PC Expert Zone recommended the i9-7900K, and I reckon they're right. The benchmarks for that look good, especially with CPU-heavy games like Assassin's Creed. Really happy with the numbers I've seen. The only problem is, from what I've read, that it won't fit in my current motherboard. I checked out some hardware reviews, and it sounds like the best choice is the Maximus X Apex. Solid hardware, and it gives me some room to upgrade in the future. Lastly, some new memory. I read that Trident Z4500 are the best, so might as well future-proof myself and go for some of those. I'm really getting into this PC building thing. Well, the parts anyway. I'm just not confident enough to try building anything myself. Not yet. Anyway, if you could handle fitting that CPU, motherboard, and RAM, that would be great." Alright, so they want a 9900K, and Asus Maximus X Apex or better, and 2 sticks of G-Skill Trident Z Black 8GB 4500 megahertz or better. Alright, well, let's accept that one. Let's go. Did I accept this one? Okay. Let's go right into the shop. Let's go ahead and add those parts to the cart. Let's see here. So we need a 9900K. We need a Maximus. That's the 370. Do we not have a 390? Let's see. Nope. Oh, now I've broken it. There we go. So he wants a Maximus X Apex. So let's add that to the cart. And 2 sticks of Trident Z. He wants 4500 megahertz. And then what did he want? Black? Yes. So let's get 2 sticks of that. Alright, so there's all the parts he wants. This email says, "Hi, so I need a new PC. I really want it to be able to run League of Legends. Can you get that done in 4 days? My brother has Gigabyte in his PC. He says they are the best. I like nice and shiny new components." All right, so let's go ahead and accept that one. Got $4,250 to play with, so I'm going to step away, get some parts put into the shopping cart, and I will be right back. All right, so I forgot to show the will it run before I stepped away, but here is the recommended spec, which is what they are requesting for League of Legends, and I have definitely outdone that. I've even outdone the 4K spec. So Here's what they are getting. The Gigabyte X299 Aorus Gaming 9, an Intel Core i9-7900X, a Gigabyte ATC 700 air cooler, 8 sticks of Gigabyte Aorus RGB 8 gig 3200 megahertz, a Gigabyte RTX 2080 Ti Extreme Edition, 850 watt Gigabyte power supply, a Gigabyte NVMe drive, it's 512 gigs, a 4 terabyte Seagate Barracuda, and we're going to put that in the Corsair Crystal Series 570X RGB case. All right, so let's make sure we've got the next day delivery selected. Let's buy all of that now. Let's go end our day. And then we can get in all of our parts, as well as the repair and the upgrade. Oh, we have to pay rent today, it looks like, as well. So we will get on that. All right, there's all of our parts. Here's our repair. Let's get that up over there. Let's get this upgrade on this workbench. And we can get the case for our build over there. Let's go ahead and grab this sticky note. All right. Let's start with this repair. See if we can figure out what got broken when it got kicked. It is powering on, sort of. Let's see. No RAM. That CPU cooler does not seem to be turning. Alright, let's power this down. Let's grab this stick of RAM. Grab this CPU cooler. Let's take a look. RAM is broken. Do we have any of that in our inventory? Anything that would work for them? I mean, it is just a library. What do they have? 4 gig 2133. I mean, we could put this stick of Corsair DOM Platinum in there. Let's go ahead and do that. We can at least make sure everything's working. Let's see about this CPU cooler. Their CPU cooler is also broken. The Arctic Alpine 12LP. I think I saw one of those up here. There we go. We've got a used one. Yeah, that'll work. Well, let's pop that on there and go ahead and cable that up. And let's see if this thing powers on properly. Still saying there's a problem. See, they had a $250 budget. We're coming in well under that, but oh, this back fan is also not working. All right, let's power this thing down again. Well, let's remove that fan. Let's get rid of some of this broken stuff. Let's see. Their memory was broken. I think we're just going to leave what we had in there. It's a better stick of RAM anyway. It was used, so not a big deal. Let's take a look at their fan, though. That fan's broken. I don't know if I've got one of those in stock. See, 69 CFM. 120. Let's see. 140s. 140s. I mean, we could probably throw just about anything in there. One of these Corsair ones would be nice. Man, I've got a lot of those Mortoni Heataway fans. Let's just put one of these Be Quiets in here. Was that a 140 that they had? No, it was a 120. Let's get rid of that. Let's cable this fan back up. Inferior case fan installed. Ooh. Not inferior. Well, let's see if we have one that's... Whoops. Let's throw one of these Corsair ones in. Will this 140 fit? Apparently not. Let's see. That'll fit though. Is that an inferior fan? Alright, let's see how this does now. There we go. I think that's perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and get this side panel on. And we can get this thing out in the hallway. We can start working on this upgrade. Let's see here. Let's get this case taken apart. We're going to have to pull most of the stuff out of here. How does this RAM? Okay, get out of my way, wire. Get all these stupid wires out of my way. There we go. Man, why is his RAM installed like that? Oh well, he's getting new RAM. Let's get this whole motherboard out of here. There we go. Alright, let's get his new motherboard installed. He's getting the Maximus Apex. There it is. Okay. Interesting. Oh, I'm missing a screw. It's like, why isn't it letting me click anything? This only lets you install 2 sticks of RAM. Can't fit gigabyte. What? Okay. I must have accidentally clicked on something there. All right, let's get their 9900K installed. There it is. I'm assuming they want the same cooler that they previously had. Let's see, CPU cooling. They had this Arctic freezer. And then let's get their RAM installed. Let's see. Where are we here? There it is. The Trident Z Black 4500 megahertz RAM. Okay. Let's move this. And then we can get their graphics card reinstalled. Maybe. There we go. Let's see. Let's get a PCI cover reinstalled here so it looks nice. We should be able to start cabling this back up. I'm wondering if we'll see this come back in eventually for an SSD upgrade and possibly a power supply upgrade. I'm pretty sure this thing's, yeah, I think it's just running on a hard drive maybe. There might be an SSD in it. Oh no, let's power it up though. See if it works. Let's hop into the BIOS. Let's turn the XMP on. Yeah, he's booting off of a 1 terabyte hard drive, so hopefully we see this thing come back and he wants an SSD or an NVMe SSD upgrade. Man, that was loud. All right, so this one's good. Let's go ahead, get this case put back together, install this thing they call a handle. I mean, I don't know if I'd call it a handle, but hey, whatever. All right. That's a really cool case, though. Let's get this thing out in the hallway, and we can start working on our build. And the Corsair Crystal 570X case. Let's see, we can take this side panel off as well. There we go. All right, let's get our motherboard in. It is the Gigabyte X299. Let's get this thing ready for CPU and 8 sticks of RAM. A lot of clicking. All right. All right, let's get our CPU in. It's the i9-7900X. There we go. And let's get our RAM installed. This Gigabyte Aorus RAM. Each stick is 8 gigs, 3200 megahertz. We've got 8 sticks of it going in. Let's use that button. Speed things up a little bit. Did I put a used one in there? Nope, I guess not. There we go. That is a lot of RAM. All right, let's get these out of the way. Let's see, will our SSD fit under one of these covers? What? So this Gigabyte SSD does not fit anywhere. Well, you would think that Gigabyte would make their SSD actually fit their stupid motherboard. All right. I really want this thing to have an SSD. Let's go see what we can get in the $140 range, because I'm pretty sure that's what that one cost. Let's see. Anything that might fit. One for 130. This ought to fit. These fit in just about anything. Let's go ahead and buy that. Same day. All right, let's see if we can get that installed in here. Storage. Yes. Those fit just about any motherboard that has an M.2 slot, so that's always nice. All right. Let's get some thermal paste on here. Let's get the CPU cooler installed. It is this Gigabyte ATC 700, and that does fit nicely. All right, let's get graphics card, which is the Gigabyte 2080 Ti. Get that installed. Come around to this side of the case. Let's get the power supply in here. It's the Gigabyte Aorus 850 watt power supply. And we've got a 4 terabyte Seagate Barracuda we're going to put right there. Okay, let's cable this thing up. We'll go for some orange, since there's some orange in here. Gigabyte stuff is often orange. We can use that. Let's get everything cabled up. Get everything on this side Okay. Get a USB drive in. We will see if this thing boots up. I'll hop into the BIOS real quick. Just make sure we're booting from the correct drive. We'll turn XMP on. And let this thing install the OS. There we go. All right. Don't hate the colors, but maybe let's at least throw our lighting app on here. Make it look nice for the customer. Wait for this thing to start back up. There we go. All right, let's make everything match. That may not be able to be changed. It says it's RGB. Let's change all this RAM. Let me change these as well. There we go. Oh yeah, that looks much better. Let's close that out. Let's get this case put back together. And then we can collect some money. There we go. That is looking very nice. That is a great looking case. All right. Let's get this thing out in the hallway. Let's collect some money. Go down here. Collect that. See, this was the next one, the upgrade. Collect that. And then our build. We will collect that. Go ahead and pay our rent. Excellent. Got some daily deals. Got some more emails for the next episode. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you in the next episode.